Welcome to the new video. In this one, as you guys can see, I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to know about trading psychology. And for a lot of you, this is most likely going to change your lives. For a lot of you, this is the missing piece for your trading strategies. And the thing is, as you guys can see it right here, actually you can't really see it, but I'm going to show you really quickly before we get into everything else, is all your trading problems can be fixed with one small change that I'm going to be teaching you at the end of the video. That small change is something that 99% of traders, and not only that, 99% of gurus or teachers are missing. Something that they do not teach or practice whatsoever. And that doesn't make them unprofitable. That doesn't make them liars. No, but I'm just saying a lot of their students, a lot of you would not be in this video if what I'm going to show you at the end of the video didn't make a difference. And this, at the end of the day, is what made me profitable. If I didn't implement this one little thing that I'm going to show you at the end of the video, I know I keep saying it, but it's just the truth, I would have not made over 7 figures in trading in the last 4 years. So yeah, in less than 20 minutes, as I'm saying, like I said right here, not gonna make it pretty, no edits, no nothing, just raw. Of course, if I start out like a motherfucker, I'm gonna cut it. But besides that, I'm gonna show you what I've learned in the last 4 years of trading, so that you don't have to go through it. In the psychology thing, in the psychology side of things. Okay, boom, let's get to it. First of all, we need to go ahead and find a strategy. Now, I can sit here and tell you I have a full free course, link in bio and all that kind of stuff, which I do, but I don't really care to do that. I could do that, but the reality is, and no one's gonna tell you this, is that every single strategy works. Every single strategy works. All you gotta do is use it and never change it. Do the same strategy over and over and over and over and over and over for a year, 2 years, 3 years, for over 1,000 trades. And you're gonna come back to me and tell me, Raza, you were right. I ended up making some money. Some strategies will make you more money, some will make you less. But as long as you execute the exact same thing every single time with the same amount of risk, you will come out on top. Look, I know finding a strategy isn't easy, but that's what you want to tell yourself, and you know that's a lie. You find multiple strategies, and you've strategy hopped for God knows how long. You started with EMAs, with moving averages, with trend lines, support and resistance, and then you went to smart money, you went to ICT, and now you're here and you don't know what to do. But in reality is, if you wouldn't have strategy hopped, and you would have done what I'm going to teach you at the end of the video, you would now, after 6 months to a year, be profitable if you put your all into it. That's what it's really all about, is doing the same thing day in and day out. The same strategy day in and day out. Coco, you want to chichi popo? Bro, this dog has such a bad cyst. Can cyst explode, bro? Now, strategy hopping. Oh, wait. And not only, and strategy hopping will also lead into gambling. Not only into gambling and feeling like you don't know what the fuck you're doing every single time you're about to enter a trade. Yeah, it's not only gonna lead into you gambling, but also into doubting every single time that you see a setup. And there's no A plus setup, there's no B setup, there's no good, bad setups. It's either a setup or it's not. It's either valid or invalid. That's how it is. And you can only know that by keeping the same strategy. And yeah, like I said, right here, there's only valid setups and invalid setups. But it's A. There's no better quality setup, less quality setups. No. Trading is a numbers game. About time in the market and not time in the market. And mainly, and a lot of people are going to tell you not to feel this way and not to execute this way, but you have to execute like a robot. Oh my God. You have to execute. Oh, my English is fucked. You have to execute like a robot. Because at the end of the day, like I keep saying, and this is me, after years and years and years of trading, the moment that I started not giving an F about what the trade looked like and just knowing if it was valid or invalid, and if it was valid, I was entering, and if it was invalid, I was not entering, that's when everything changed. That's when I actually started making money and not just staying I break even all the time or losing all my money. No. The moment I turned into a robot, took the emotions out of the game, that's where the money actually came in. Yeah, and letting your emotions control your trading will not only make it so that you doubt yourself every single time. And here's another solution. If you execute like a robot, if you only enter based on the fact that it's a valid setup, the outcome will always be the same. And if your strategy is put properly and you're risking the right amount, you're gonna end up in the green. All that sauce, and we're not even 10 minutes in. And yeah, there's the problem, right? Not entering every single trade, not entering every single valid setup because of left or A, B, or whatever. That's where you're letting your emotions dictate if you're entering or not. Because if you had a set of rules, a set of time frames that have to be doing a certain thing, and then something, a certain time frame for you to confirm your entry confirmation every single time, then why is any setup gonna look any different? And then what happens if you enter 4 trades, you lose all of them, and then the 5th one you end up not entering it because you're like, fuck this, bro, my setup doesn't, my strategy doesn't work, I need to change it to something else, maybe I did something wrong. But then in the 5th one that you didn't enter, that's the one that ends up running 10R. That's the one that takes you out of your drawdown, and you're like, oh shit, I should have entered. You beat yourself up, whatever. You enter the 6th trade right after that one, and that ends up also, and that one also ends up being a loss, putting you back at square one. Actually, putting you back to fucking even worse drawdown because you didn't enter every single trade. You let your emotions dictate how you trade. You gambling, motherfucker. So that's why we trade like robots. We trade like robots. We enter every single valid setup. And of course, not risking the same amount every single time is just gonna fuck you up. That's just self-explanatory. If in one trade you're entering with 10% and in another one you're entering with 0.5%, how can the result be good? And that's literally just gonna lead into you revenge setup. That's literally gonna lead into you revenge trading. Blowing up your accounts fully. I feel like a lot of the people that are watching this video are most likely not there. Because if you're watching psychology content, you've already gone through a lot. You've already gone through a lot. And I know what you've been through, because I had to go through a lot of shit to become profitable. And not only become profitable for a month, for 2 months, for 6 months, no, but for years and years and years on end. And making trading actually a sustainable income, a sustainable job, whatever you want to call it. So I don't think a lot of you are going to be revenge trading at this point. But if you're still revenge trading after, months or after more than 1 or 2 accounts that you've blown up because you lost 3-4 trades in a row, and then you wanted to make it all back, so you ended up risking 10 times the amount or 5 times the amount just to gain it all back, and then blowing everything up or losing your funded account or whatever. Then yeah, just risk the same amount every single time. And how do you know how much to risk per trade? The only way to know that is by staying up until the end of the video, so you guys know the one solution. Because I keep telling you guys, there's only one solution that's gonna fix every single one of these problems that we just went over, because these are really the main psychological problems. And now, time for a little ad before we get into the actual solution, the big solution. And it's honestly, I'm not even exaggerating, it's so simple, but it actually takes a lot of time to do it. But it's very simple. Not a lot of people talk about it, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, little ad for full transparency. If you guys don't know me, my name is Raza. I've taught over 10,000 people how to trade over the last, I would say, 3 to 5 years. And I'm not here to charge you a penny. No, I have a full-on free trading course that's over 5 hours long. And it doesn't go over bullshit psychology. No. The psychology, you just literally, from this video, you're going to gain it all. That's all you need. It goes over my full trading strategy for completely free from me to you. So if you're liking this video, if you like the way I teach, that is raw, unedited, no BS, then check the top link in the description. Also, all my socials are down there. And if you want to show some love without signing up, or really just because you're liking the video, then hit the like, leave a comment if you want, and for more content, subscribe. But yeah, okay. That solution. Drum roll. Editor. There's no editor because it's raw, but let's just do a drum roll. Pow. Backtesting and journaling. The exact same strategy. The exact same entry criteria for over 1,000 trades. What does this mean? Backtesting and journaling. The most simple way to explain it is you go into a chart, you go into TradingView, you put your replay tool, you go back as much as you can, and you act as if it was the live markets. And you enter every single valid setup. You take pictures of it with the screenshot. This is just a screenshot. And you input it into a spreadsheet. And that should let you know where to put, if you're using the right spreadsheet, that should let you know after 1,000 trades, you're not only gonna know how much to risk per trade, where to go break even because of all the notes and everything that you've done, but you're not gonna doubt it. You're really not gonna doubt it. Every single time you see a setup, you're gonna know, boom, this is it. It's valid or invalid. I'm gonna enter, or I'm not gonna enter if it's invalid, but if it's valid, I'm gonna enter, boom, boom, boom. You know where to go break even, you know how much to risk, you know what your max drawdown is gonna be depending on the backtesting sheet that you're using. Which me personally, the one that I use and I've been using, like I've paid over $20,000 to get it coded and everything. Well, not really coded, but to get it set up, to get it set up on Google Sheets. It's only available for my students, not for my free ones. But I'm not gonna talk about how the fuck to even become a paid student because I'm not promoting that today. But because I'm not accepting any more seats at this point. But if you have the right backtesting journal, then it should give you all those numbers. And after 1,000 trades that you log into there, you should be able, and actually not should, you will be able to know everything. You will not doubt anything. You will know where to put your stop loss, like I was saying, how much you risk per trade, where you take profit, every single thing. And you'll know why it is possible to trade like a robot. And we got that down before the 20 minutes. I'm not here to give you any fluff. I'm not here to give you any bullshit just to, you know, fill in an extra 3-4 minutes. No, that's really the end of the video. Thank you for watching. For more, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment on whatever questions you may or may not have. All links in the description, all socials and everything there. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Peace out. That was a middle finger. I love you. Bye.